This is episode 2 of season 11, and if you haven't listened to episode 1, I strongly suggest that you do so right now. That's because you're about to hear the answers to episode 1's Great RG10 Podcast Quiz. There were 10 multiple choice questions, all in some way linked to life around here, with a few guest stars taking part. No more mucking about, let's get straight to it. Question 1 was inspired by episode 1 of season 10, which was called Rock and Roll and RG10. It described an encounter I had with a locally based entertainment superstar coming out of Waitrose in Twyford. So, was he A, George Clooney, film star and nephew of singer Rosemary Clooney, she of Mambo Italiano fame, B, Jimmy Page, lead guitarist in Led Zeppelin, or C, Justin Fletcher, also known as Mr. Tumble, of course, whose dad wrote many a song for Cliff Richard? Well, the answer is B, Jimmy Page, who of course has got a house in Sonning. Question 2 came from the Big Plant Nursery, which you'll find at the junction of the A4 and Wargrave Road. It was set by Gemma, who is their plant lead. Here she is again to reveal the answer to the question, but first, Gemma's got some seasonal gardening tips for you.
We are actually in the right time to be planting trees, so quite a lot of people will now go for their deciduous trees, get them in, get them settled. A lot of winter flowering as well, because people want to still see something colourful even when it is a bit bare in the garden. So you've got like things like very colourful dogwoods, you've got nice smelling sarcococcas and daphnes. Everything is at a nice prime, evergreens especially are quite nice as well, because it gives you still a little bit of interest in your garden as well.
We heard your question in the last edition. If you could remind listeners what it was.
So we wanted to know which of these winter flowering plants is known for its scent. A, Skimmia, B, hellebores, or C, sarcococca.
So was it A?
Skimmia.
Was it B?
Hellebores.
Or was it C?
Sarcococca. It was C, sarcococca.
And I presume you can get all of those here at the nursery.
You can indeed.
Question 3 was all about Stanlake Park Wine Estate. Fairly straightforward. Which of these is a tipple that you can buy at Stanlake? Is it A, Hinton Brut, B, Waltham Sparkling Bacchus, or C, Charvil Chardonnay? The answer is A, Hinton Brut. The others are not real, but perhaps they ought to be. Question 4, we revisited season 7 of episode 3, a Halloween special. One of the ghost stories related to a pub in Wargrave where it said that on occasion the cries of a distressed woman can be heard. It's said to hark back to when a previous landlord discovered that his wife was having an affair, so he threw her out and forbade her to see their only child ever again. So was this pub A, the Greyhound, B, the St George and Dragon, or C, the Bull? Well, the answer is C, the Bull. Great for ghost stories, even better for a roast dinner. Question 5 was from another guest, Paul McGovern, owner of Fit20 on Twyford High Street. Here he is with the answer. So, Paul, in the last episode of the podcast, you asked us the question, do you train once a week, 3 times a week, or 5 times a week? Reveal.
So, like every customer at Fit20 Twyford, I train once a week, every week.
Okay, what is the theory behind that? Tell us about Fit20.
So, Fit20, you train once a week for 20 minutes. We're training you to exhaustion. We're trying to make you stimulate your muscles so much that you can't do any more. So rather than coming in 3 times a week or 5 times a week, we'll give you that fitness stimulus in that 1 20-minute session every week.
And tell me about the environment down at Fit20, the machines you've got here.
So our machines are all specific to Fit20. There are 6 of them that we use in the studio. It's quiet and calm, and we train on a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 basis, always with a personal trainer. So you're always in a nice, secure, quiet, cool environment. So no need to get changed, no need to shower. Come in, 20 minutes and leave.
Question 6, and to Woodley to hear from Fiona Firth, who is a pet nutritionist at Vet's Klinic.
The question was, why do pet foods contain ash? Was it A, because it's added as a bulking or filling ingredient? B, it's added as a source of charcoal to help digestion? or C, it's the technical name for the minerals in the pet food? And the answer is C, it's the technical term for the minerals in the pet food. So that's things like your calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium.
Question 7. And My Cancer, My Choices are a Charvil-based charity making a difference in the lives of those battling cancer. In fact, it's recently been handed the King's Award for Voluntary Services. That's the equivalent to an MBE for charities. The question was posed by Emily de la Haye. She's got a background as an acupuncturist and is the charity's complementary therapy lead. Here's Emily with the answer.
So the question I asked was, how long ago were the first Chinese medicine texts written? So the options were A, 200 years ago, B, 500 years ago, or C, 2,000 years ago.
And building up the tension, what is the answer?
So the answer is 2,000 years ago. So as we just learned, Chinese medicine has been around for a very long time. And over that time, it's evolved, it's developed, it's changed, it's grown. So it makes it very versatile. It's really amazing. You can treat a lot of different types of people of all ages and all different types of symptoms. So it makes it a very safe and effective complementary therapy.
Question 8 was about the tragic air crash on the border of Charvil in Twyford that happened in 1953, which the podcast covered in episode 2 of season 8. 2 men died after their aircraft fell to the ground under mysterious circumstances. I asked which one of the lakes in Charvil Country Park takes its name from the ill-fated plane. Was it A, Hout Lake, B, Canberra Lake, or C, Oral Lake? The answer is B, Canberra Lake. Hout Lake and Oral Lake are named after the airmen who died in the accident. Question 9 came from Samantha Rosier at Camp Mohawk in Wargrave. Camp Mohawk is a multifunctional day centre for children with special needs and their families. Here's Sam with the answer.
Yeah, so the question was, how many individual children does Camp Mohawk support each year?
The options were?
A, 1,200, B, 1,400, or C, 1,600?
And the answer is...
C, 1,600.
Before you leave me, Sam, tell me briefly, if you can, a little bit about Camp Mohawk for those people who don't know.
Yeah, so Camp Mohawk is an activity day centre and we support children who have both cognitive and physical disabilities. We have amazing indoor and outdoor facilities and we support a variety of different diagnosed and undiagnosed conditions. So you don't have to have an official diagnosis to be a registered family and to be able to use our facilities. And we welcome the whole family. So it's a place that child or young person can enjoy with their brothers and their sisters, as well as parents.
Finally then, question 10 was all about the Twyford Beer Festival. I asked which of these is a real act to have appeared at the beer festival. Is it A, folk guitarist Noel Hill accompanied by Warren Rowe on percussion, B, Big Audio Twynomite, or C, the local Pink Floyd tribute act, Another Brick in the Waltham? The answer is B, Big Audio Twynomite. I saw them once and it was one of the most memorable evenings of music in my life, and that comes from someone who's seen Steps at Wembley. So, 10 questions there. I struggled to believe that anybody got all of them right, but do let us know. You can do so by emailing rg10podcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us via our various social media channels. Thanks so much for listening, and goodbye.